Brownie trial, take 2, but really take 3, I did a trial in there that I didn't record. The first time and the second time, I did the exact same recipe, but I noticed that in the first time that I used baking soda instead of baking powder. So that was a mistake on my part. I saw the word baking and it was some sort of powder looking thing, so I was like, yes, that's what I need, and it wasn't what I needed. So the first batch didn't come out as well as I had hoped. The second batch came out much, much better. So now that the second batch came out much better, I've kind of adjusted the recipe a little bit, and I'm hoping that it comes out even better. We'll see what happens on this third attempt. So the things that I've changed in this one are I used a little bit of brown sugar instead of sugar. So I'm still using regular granulated sugar, but I swapped out a 1/4 cup of it for brown sugar. I heard that makes them a little bit more chewy, so I'm hoping that that will help with that. The other thing is I've had a bunch of people tell me, oh, you gotta use espresso powder, espresso powder, espresso powder. And I've been very hesitant to do it because I hate espresso. Anytime anyone has ever given me anything with espresso in it, they have always said, it's so good you won't taste the espresso. And they're a bunch of liars. I always taste the espresso every single time, literally not once have I ever had anything with espresso in it where I didn't taste the espresso. I'm a little nervous about what I'm about to make, and I'm really hoping that I can't taste it. We'll see what happens. There's only a teeny bit of espresso in there. It's about 1.5 teaspoons, so we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed, as I feel like I'm doing every video now, just crossing my fingers that things work out. We'll find out in just a minute. Alright, so one thing I probably should have done a little bit different right there is I probably should have used the sifter for that brown sugar. The second I poured it in, I could see the clumps, so then I had to like really work it to get those clumps out. So do yourself a favor and put that through a sifter if you decide to try this recipe. So figuring out exactly when these brownies done can be a bit of a pain. The cakey brownies, you stick a toothpick in it, pull it out, if it's clean, you're good. But these aren't cakey. So I took them out. This one's still got a lot of stuff on there. This one's a bit cleaner. So with the one that has a lot of stuff on there, that could have hit the chocolate chip. Maybe this one didn't. But it's supposed to be a little chewy, a little fudgy, so there's going to be stuff that gets on the toothpick. So figuring out exactly when these things are done is a bit of a pain, but as always, keep my fingers crossed and hoping that these things are actually finished. Alright, it's been a little over an hour, about an hour 15 minutes. It's cooled down. This is the final outcome of them. It's been about an hour and 15 minutes. So they definitely look a little gooey, so we're gonna try it. It's good, but actually I think either the espresso or the brown sugar, one of them at least needs to be taken out and needs to go back to the old recipe. Something's not quite as good as the last batch that I made. Not in the first video, but in that second batch that I didn't record. Now, in terms of the espresso, and whether I taste it or not, the answer to that is no. I don't taste the espresso. Do I think the espresso brought out that chocolatey flavor? No, not at all. I don't think the espresso did a damn thing. So the next time I make these, I'll probably go back to the way I made them when I didn't record, just so I can really compare and contrast the two. But yeah, so if you want to make these, my recommendation, don't put in the espresso and the brown sugar, just switch to regular sugar, granulated sugar, and I think you'll be in a much better position. But they're very good though. Not gonna lie. They are quite good. I will definitely be eating these. All of them. So, thanks for watching. And if you make these, good luck. And have a good one.